And the trumpets, they go. And the trumpets, they go.
What is up, YouTube? This is Shatner's Prodigy coming at you with another episode of Fabled Quasar versus the World. Now, before I get into it, I'm going to address one thing really quickly. I did hit 25 subscribers, so thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love seeing that sub count climb, and I'm glad you guys are there to make it climb. And yeah, with that out of the way, let's get into these duels. I know in last week's video I promised I'd talk to you guys about, why my Friday upload was so late, but right now I want to talk about this duel because it's pretty interesting, actually. So here I go for a Foolish Burial, and I'm debating between Tuningware and Chawa. They both have their merits. I can get both back. I can get Chawa back with Aegis Rock Sunrise and Soul Charge, and I can get Tuningware back with just Soul Charge. But in the end I go for Tuningware because it will net me more draws. And here I Soul Charge for 3, bring back everyone, go for 2, and here I go for Phonon Pulse Dragon using Nezuchi and Tuningware, which isn't legal by any stretch of the imagination. But I don't know, I guess I was tired or something while I was doing this. It doesn't matter. I could have used Aegis Rock Sunrise to bring back Cerberel and go for it anyways. I had the Quasar. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I must have been tired. I recorded this at like 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. So I mean, not the most tired time of day, but hardly my most awake. Anyways, enough of that. So let's move on to the second duel. I'm facing off against Tie Die Till I Die, which is good. He doesn't have some weird German name like the first guy. I actually did a few attempts at this video where I tried to pronounce it, and it was just a train wreck. So in the end, I went with telling you guys about the late upload movement and 25 subscriber thing first, as opposed to trying to pronounce his name. So I can't make any more plays here. I'm looking around my graveyard like, oh, maybe I have Level Eater in there or something, but no, I don't. I don't have Ganache in there either, and I don't have a normal summon, so I'm really just not able to make a play. So if you missed it, he milled a Blaster as the first card he milled, and he milled an Eclipse Wyvern later, so he has his Judgment Dragon locked and loaded. But he only has 3 Lightsworns engraved, so as long as I don't attack into the Raiden, well, now he has 4 Lightsworns engraved, and I gave him the 4th Lightsworn engrave. Yeah, but he summons a Raiden next turn, so he would have just gone for Castel or Arknight and gotten the Raiden in there anyways. There's nothing I could have done, so I scoop it up. My main reasoning behind the scoop is he can put 5,800 damage on board effortlessly, and at that point I can only Soul Charge for 2, and I'm not going to do anything after I Soul Charge for 2. So yeah, third duel, we're facing off against Yami Tobi. And I know I told you guys I was going to tell you about why I uploaded Friday's video late this commentary, but before I get any further, I just want to say that it will be in the description. I'm not going to waste your time telling you about it in the main video. So here I'm playing kind of passively because I don't want to summon into a Torrential Tribute and lose all my field presence. But I probably played too passively because, I mean, here I could have gotten an extra 2,000 damage on board each turn. I would have won by now. But yeah, here I'm like kind of trash talking him. He says he's bricking, but as you can see, he could have done this move here, like, anytime. I'm like, what? What? If you don't know what that card is, it's Blaze Accelerator Reload. He milled it first turn. And what it does is, once returned during either player's main phase, you can discard 1 Volcanic card to draw a card. We'll send it from your hand to the graveyard, not discard. And during either player's main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard to send 1 Volcanic card from your deck to the graveyard. So here he flips up Vanny's Emptiness, so I can't use my Aegis Rock Sunrise. I won't get any value out of Crust if I discard it. So I just discard 2 to boost Fabled Raven up to 2,100 so I can maybe attack over it. But that ends up not happening, as I just end up, losing my Raven and some life points. But yeah, here I'm left with just Where Art Thou and Fabled Crust, which I can't do anything with. Luckily I draw into a Raven, so I'm able to go for a level 5 play. I try and go for Armades, but it gets immediately Phoenix Wing Wind Blasted, and I mean, there's just nothing I can do about that. And yeah, I normally would have scooped at this point, but he was such a good sport, sitting there and taking my beatings while I beat him down with the Nezuchi, so I wait until it's clear I can't win to scoop. And I show you guys I have a Glow Up Bulb and a Where Art Thou. So I could have summoned Gloat Bulb and then used Wear Off Thou. I couldn't have done anything else, and I would have just died with the damage that Wear Off Thou does. So yeah, I couldn't have won that duel. It just happens sometimes. So here I'm facing off against Star Dragon ++, and not Star Dragon, Super Dragon ++. And I mean, I'm no critic, but I only see one dragon coming out this game, and I'm not going to go plus summoning it, that's for sure. So yeah, here I bring out the Reagan, and I draw two spell cards, luckily, so I can just go for the second Reagan and draw another 2. I haven't used my normal summon yet, so keep that in mind. So this is actually a really nice Quasar because I don't even use my normal summon this time. And there's another little pro tip for you. If you can use Level Eater on a monster you're about to desynchro, definitely do that, because then you don't get the downside of their level being decreased, which, you know, is a downside. Because if his level is 4, you can't go for that 5/5/2 Quasar, which we all like. But yeah, here I should have summoned out the Cerberell so I could do, you know, more damage to him, but I wasn't thinking properly. I thought, oh, I'm not going to summon it because I can't go for another Reagan, which, I mean, why? There's more to this game than draw power, but whatever. I take the 2,000 in the end phase, and he ends up losing anyways, but if he would have come back with 200 life points, that would have been entirely on me. And yeah, moving into our 5th and final duel. This is, of course, versus Kuzu88. And he's playing a very interesting deck. He gets to go first, and he summons out a Morphtronic Selphon. Now he gets a 1, and I tell him, ouch, because if you don't know Selphon's effect, you get to roll a die, reveal that many cards, and special summon any one of the revealed Morphtronics, and he rolled a 1 and revealed a Morphtronic. So unless his deck is entirely Morphtronic monsters, that's pretty dang lucky. And yeah, I get Nizuchi and Birdman, so I'm able to spam the field with a bunch of monsters. And yeah. So yeah, I get my field of monsters, and I actually make a pretty nice Quasar, I think. I think I draw into Chawa, yeah. And I get a nice 1700 beater on board. And here he pulls off a nice little move here after I actually get Pot of Greed. Twice. Yeah, I love whenever you have both Librarian and Formula up and use Formula, not Formula, Desynchro. Because then you're essentially playing Pot of Greed at 3. And yeah, he activates Zero Gravity, chaining to his Morphtronic monster. Which, I mean, why wouldn't you use the Morphtronic field card? If you don't know what he did there, I'm sorry, I should explain. What he did was he used this one card, I don't know the name exactly, like Morphtronic Barrier or something, that says level 4 or higher monsters your opponent controls can't attack while you have a Morphtronic monster. And then whenever I negated it with Quasar, because of course I would, he flipped up Zero Gravity, which changed everyone to defense mode. But I'm not sure why he wouldn't just do it the other way, because now he's completely susceptible to, what do you call it? Completely susceptible to, you know, game. And here he could have made his, what do you call it? Black Rose Dragon if he played it and completely wrecked me, but he didn't. He makes Ghost Trick Alucard and just scoops it up. But yeah, that's all. I'm Shatner's Prodigy, signing out.